Another. Please go ahead.
Firstly, it's really, my focus is on PenSelp. And let me start by speaking as Koike, the first. And greet and first say, Ayo, in my mother tongue. And Ngoinke Ahuniki. That's greeting everybody. And I want to say that I think that we as in South Africa, we contextually don't understand the unique situation that colored South Africans are in terms of language. My father, who's late now, Jan Sols, was described by the apartheid government as a colored. I grew up Ashley Sols, a colored. I'm the blackest in the room, right? The blackest in the room. I looked around, I saw, no. I'm the blackest in the room. But my surname is Sols. And that's because of our country's history. And I grew up only speaking two languages, Afrikaans and English. But I grew up not understanding what is my identity. And that's because of the history of our country. I considered Afrikaans as my mother tongue because that's how I grew up. But growing up in this country, I was told that I'm confused because I'm considered colored in this country, that I don't have a culture, I don't have a language. But that is because of the history of our country, and we need to restore identity because the greatest power of an oppressor is to remove your identity. And that is the situation that many of us are in. Only in 2023, October, did I discover that I am actually Busman. I am from the Westelijke Komani San tribe, the Nunke tribe. And then discovered that Afrikaans that I grew up with is my first language, but my mother tongue is Nu. And we have now 12 official languages, which includes sign language. But there's one language of the First Nation, the Khoi and the San, that's not official yet. And my ancestors is the First Nation. I want to thank PenSelp. Firstly, for in their presentation, on their last slide, they used my language, my mother tongue. They used the Nama language to say thank you, Gangans. And then they used Ayo. Just correct it, please. Without the S, it's just Ayo. Remove the S. And that is thank you. But it was such a joy because now I know who I am. Before, I was told I'm confused. But now I know, as a colored South African and African, I am not confused. I'm interracially infused. I now know that I'm a biological prototype of racial integration. Every single 1 year, when you look at a colored person, they didn't have a name for us. So they called us colored. But when every race in this country looks at us, you can see yourself in us. But now we've discovered, and for us, we must focus on the development of our languages. The development of our languages. But we must remember that these languages are now almost extinct. So I'm asking PenSelp to do more, to develop our languages, to develop the new language. Oma Katrina is the last remaining speaker of the extinct San language, the new language. She's 92 years old now. I'm closing with her. She's 92 years. And I think the only thing that is keeping her alive is her desire to see her language being spoken again. She started a school.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's excellent. But we need to close. But thank you very much for your input. I just want to check if there's any other honourable members that want to ask a question. Please.
Can I just close my sentence?
Yes, of
because
course.
This is not, that's how we've been treated before.
No problem.
So now, I'm saying Oma Katrina is a national asset. She's preserving that language. The school must be supported. And I want to thank PENSALP for now going to help for a talking dictionary of the new language. The Busmanet Khalandela. Salute.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the parliamentarians for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Before I close, 1 minute each to the members. If you can give us your closing remarks, honorable members' reflections on what you would have seen, heard today. We can freestyle. Who wants to go first?
Mababona ubaba umsholozi akhuluma isiZulu, they call it tribalism. How do we get over the point yakuthi when loko ni vulavula Xichangani and I'm comfortable hi ku vulavula Xitsonga xa mina, I'm not being tribalistic, so that we start to relate on a deeper level than English in terms of our values, our ubuntu, and in Ngu, in Ahe, in Siyabonga, Siyabulela, ubuntu is ubuntu. Ni concession nen Ahe.
Hey, thank you,
Hey.
Honorable Nkubela.
Honorable, you must be careful. When you said I hear, it sounded close to away. Away, massacre. So,
Please, can we have a new committee? I think this one is disastrous.
Honorable Chair, I close. One, it's important. Coloreds in this country are black in general and African in particular. Two, Khoi and San languages are African languages. As a matter of fact, the most primitive southern part of African languages. Lastly, let us continue and work more to support schools such as the schools that has been started by Queen Katrina to preserve the new language and all other Khoi and San languages. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Away.
Honorable members, thank you.